Hi, I'm Sharon.
And I'm Gary.
And we're Ruff Road RV Life.
And we are going to be doing a Ruff Road review on the current park that we're staying at, Paul B. Johnson State Park, located in around Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And you see behind us is the 265-acre Lake Geiger that this park is centered around.
Right, and this is a large park. There are over 100 campsites in this park. So we're just going to show you some highlights from our stay here.
A wet spillway.
Okay. Well, and you're not worried about that dip.
What dip?
There's a dip.
I see that dip.
Should I take the car off? Let's just take the car off.
We're going to go slow down this dip. This is so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is cool. Alright, so this is our entrance to Paul Johnson State Park. We just spoke to the ranger and he said it's perfectly fine to keep going. You alright, honey? Is it sweeping us away?
I need my tires washed.
Ah, adventures of the road. And there's a dip coming out of here too.
Wow, this is first for me. I've never seen anything like this before.
Alright.
Who thought of this?
I don't know. Alright, heading on up to the ranger station. This is our swamp terrace at Paul B. Johnson State Park in Mississippi. No mosquitoes. Light drizzle. Gary ducks it at your 5 o'clock. Okay, this is our section. This is called the new campground. And I don't know how many sites they are, but you can basically see it. We're on this end. And there's ducks that wander around. Okay, in the new campground, if you are booked at sites 112 to 125, that's not reflected on the signs coming in. So just know that. You will need to just keep driving, keep going straight, and the campground road dead ends at the new campground. If you're primitive camping, you will keep going behind the new campground and to the woods there, and that's where the primitive campgrounds are. Right behind our campsite.
I see it.
112.
And one duck.
There's 2 ducks. There's actually 3 ducks. Yeah, just kind of hanging out there. We are working on our skills of ignoring
ducks.
And leaving it. And I think we're doing pretty good because I think we see them. But we're not going crazy. So it's a good thing. But yeah. This is the back of site number 112 at Paul B. Johnson State Park in Mississippi. As a Floridian, you just get a little excited when you see geese. These guys are handling it well. We told them they were ducks, just like ducks. which they've kind of gotten used to now. All right, Luna, we're good. Heading back to Ruff Road. We're liking the water now. It's not as scary when it's not all waves, right, girls? Oh, fish. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, dead fish. This is the view of Paul B. Johnson State Park Campground from the water. It is very windy out here, so I'm going to try to just pan around, and you can see that there's RVs all up along the shore. So right here on the water, it's really nice. There's cabins straight ahead, and the boat ramp is that way. It's just too windy. It's open, so I'm turning around to go back. It's supposed to rain, but it looks like that it's going to be a little north of us, but since the wind picked up again, I don't trust it. You can see Ruff Road. I can see Ruff Road, but it's way back over there. Just the top of it. This is from the spillway to the entrance road. Here comes Daddy. So, Mr. D was fishing, and we went for a walkabout. So now we're going to hitch a ride back. Okay, this is just an example of a primitive campsite. There's no water up here, no electricity, and no bathhouse. These sites were large, and you could drive your car right up into most of them. So this is the view along the road leading through the campgrounds at Paul B. Johnson State Park. And you can see the campsites line the sides of the road. This is called the straightaway. And this is a second loop, I believe it's called. This second loop is like a figure 8. There's one bathhouse there that's in between the two loops. The campsites are open. There's no brush between, but they're nice and spacious like the campsites are here. This is looking at the other side of the second loop. These loops seem to be pretty popular, although the entire park was pretty popular. The bathrooms were clean. We didn't use them, but I did pop in, and they were private and clean. They smelled great. Bonus here too, we found out they have a laundry facility. We didn't use it, but you can see these are quite old, but there's looks like they take about $1.50 maybe. leaving out of the second loop. But anyway, up ahead is the dump station. Nice little creek. Okay, we're coming up on the first loop. And the first loop consists of 29 campsites. There's a beach here, and it actually has 3 bathhouses. And it has a loop to the left and a loop to the right. Might be this one. Okay, and then this is just heading out. There is still another area. There is a pull-through area up here. I didn't really love the pull-through area because everything was just parked. They were parked like side by side. It was almost like a parking lot. I don't know what the reason behind that is, but now to my right, oh, the flowers are blooming. This wasn't happening the other day. I don't know if there's a pear trees or dogwoods, but look how pretty. And there is a beautiful hilly ribbon road that way. I jogged down it for a little while. Now this is the area coming up where the cabins are. It looks like these first cabins are duplexes. And then as you go on around, they're more like cottages. But they're overlooking the water. They stayed pretty busy this week. Okay, looking out this way, this is where the pull-throughs are. And see what I mean? They're so close together, but they've been booked all week. And there's the cottages I was mentioning. Now, if you look beyond those cottages, and you can see those buildings down there, there's a concession, boat ramp, and you also saw the playground there. Now, this is turning into the park ranger's office. This is where you go to check in. Now, beyond, like looking straight ahead, beyond that pavilion, there is a splash pad down there. But it wasn't the season, so it was all closed. But it's really nice. It's large, it's right there on the water. Looks like it's a lot of fun. And you can see a little bit of it out the window there. Okay, we are wheeling around to hook back up. Okay, we are leaving.
There's a splash pad.
Yep. I did not take up close pictures of the splash pad. See, they have frisbee golf here. See there's a really nice area up here where the frisbee golf goes up into the woods. I hiked it. Very beautiful grounds. Nice. Probably about 6 miles round trip or more if you ride your bike down here to the spillway area. And then you can go through the spillway area. And there's more on the other side. Okay, well, we are leaving after a week here at Paul B. Johnson State Park. And we stayed here about mid-March. So the weather was a little chilly at night, but it wasn't so bad during the day. We really had good weather. There are many things to do, and if you go to the website, those are all listed there. But some things that we saw that we liked were fishing, kayaking, biking. There's a lot of paved roads to ride on. Walking. We had plenty of places to walk the dogs, and they really enjoyed, walking around and seeing the ducks and the birds and the kids and whatnot. It's very pet friendly. One thing we did notice that there wasn't a lot of, even though we saw a lot of dogs, people seemed to pick up after their pets. Not everyone, we saw you, but the majority of people. So it's a very clean park. They do have disc golf if that's something that you like. I like to walk those areas because they're usually really pretty. They have a splash pad, although it wasn't in season. I don't know when their season is, but and a beach. But it was a little chilly for swimming. Even the dogs didn't get in the water every day. They have a boat launch there. And if you have a kayak, like we just pulled a kayak right down behind our RV and slid in the water anywhere along the bank. It's very kid friendly. There were a lot of kids there having a good time on their bikes and their, I don't even know what they're called, but they're like a skateboard and they go back and forth. Hoverboard, Segway, no, I don't know. There it goes. Okay.
This is what RV traveling is all about. How often do you get to see something like this that you actually drive your motor home through a spillway of the lake? When I was first coming in, I saw this and I said, I'm not driving my motor home across that. I actually called the ranger to see if it was okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know whether I was in the day use area or the RV area, so I made sure before I wound up at the lake.
It's a little stressful, but
He said drive on across it, it's fine.
You can see it goes off there. Really pretty waterfall. And they got these cute little carved bears everywhere. Okay, well, as you can see, that spillway was like the highlight of getting into the park and leaving the park. We were a little freaked out in the beginning, and that was real. I was worried about our tow car bottoming out. Anyway, we made it. It's safe. It's doable. No problem. All right, what about the noise level? This park was very quiet at night. Even though there were a lot of families there and kids there, you could tell when it was lunchtime. You could tell when it was nighttime or bedtime. It really settled down. So it was not a noisy, just normal people having a good time camping. And that was fine. There was some bombing, some training exercises going on at nearby Camp Shelby. Once we knew what it was, that was no big deal. At first we were like, what is that? And then there were lots of birds, so many birds singing. So that was really cool. And what about the views? Well, Lake Geiger is very large, very scenic. You see water everywhere. Almost from any area in the park, you can see water. There's many waterfront or water view sites, and the cabins as well as the little cottages you could see. The primitive area was back in the woods. It was very private, which was nice. And it was clean, really, for as many people as frequent this park. I mean, it's typically full. You saw like maybe a little wash up on the, in the woods or something like that, a bottle here or a bottle there. But it was pretty clean. Like I said, people did pick up after their dogs. So all in all, we were very happy with our 50 amp campsite. We had sewer, which meant we could do laundry, and that was wonderful. Just had a lot to do. Would we stay here again? Yes, we definitely would.